Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. We got some cool clouds again this morning. Uh, this time of year, the sky is actually sometimes more interesting than the ground, but really cool. So today is the 26th of November, and the moon is in Libra. We do have two aspects to talk about today. Of course, the Libra Moon puts us in the mood to want to balance things, come to a compromise of sorts. I don't know. I mean, I think we've compromised a lot, and I'm not sure we've gotten anywhere because of those compromises. You know, I have a couple of thoughts I'm going to share at the end of this, but let me talk about the astrology first, and then if you don't want to hear the thoughts I'm having, you can certainly exit stage left, hopefully, as opposed to stage right? Anyway, so two things going on today. An inconjunct between Jupiter and Venus. Inconjuncts require adjustments. Jupiter is in Gemini, Venus in Capricorn. The types of adjustments necessary are emotional adjustments. And one of the dangers of this aspect, if we can call it a danger or a tendency that can get us into trouble, is to give too much away. You know, whenever Venus is involved, there's always a little bit of people pleasing that we have to watch for, because, you know, Venus is about people and pleasing people and making things more comfortable for people, right? So we can tend to overextend ourselves into exhaustion, and perhaps maybe even over compromising. So that is just something that we need to be aware of today. And then the other thing, which is actually a balance to the inconjunct, is that the sun is making a trine to the North Node in Aries, the sun in Sag. Trines are a flow of energy, and so our philosophies, our perspective. And I just want to point out that this is the new view because the elm tree that's been there was taken down by my neighbor, which is kind of sad because we don't have a whole lot of elm trees anymore around here ever since Dutch elm disease. I think that happened in the 40s maybe, or the 50s. Anyway, but it was rotten and it was leaning towards the house, so I understand why he had to do it. But I do have a picture of that tree, and I may put that as the picture that I attach to this video, just so you can see it. Like, again, it makes me kind of sad, but you know, times are changing, right? Things are changing. Things aren't happening perhaps the way we would like. So back to the astrology there, we do have a trine of the sun to the North Node, which is a flow of our understanding, our knowledge, right? Sagittarius, the big picture. So I think it's important to look at the big picture today. And then also, whenever something trines one node, it's going to be sextiling the other node. And so the sextile to the south node of the sun opens the lines of communications around the past. So I think that's helpful as well. So it's a balance today. And of course, we have a Libra moon, so it's always about balance, right? It's a balance between giving too much up, and an ability to assert yourself with the facts. So with the facts and the philosophy and the perspective that you have. Okay, so that's the end of the astrology, and I just want to say a couple of words that has sort of been ruminating in my head, and I figured let's get it out so I can make more room for more ruminations. I've been not watching a lot, but here and there watching what people are saying about Donald Trump being elected, and you know, who's to blame, really? Everybody's pointing fingers. And I did hear somebody say, and I think his name is Ellie Crystal, but I could be wrong about that. He's the guy with the white hair, the black guy with the white hair. He looks a little like Einstein or King. What was his name? The guy who used to be the boxing guy, Don King. Like he has that kind of hairdo. With Michael Steele, who annoys the piss out of me. But they were talking, and Ellie said, Cristal, I think his name is. Anyway, he says, Americans are getting the government they deserve. And then we have other people, laughing about these poor, hardworking Hispanic immigrants that voted for Trump because he was going to get rid of the criminals. And these are people who deal with criminals every day. These are poor people. They know the bad guys, and they know some of the bad guys are illegal immigrants. And of course, Trump takes advantage of that. And then we blame these guys. We're like, well, when they get deported. First of all, there's been a failure. We're getting blamed. The people are getting blamed. Well, the people have been lied to. The people have been led around by their freaking noses. For those of us who watch the more liberal news, the Mueller report's going to do it, and then it didn't do it, and then, the Mueller report's this, and then, I don't know, and then we can't even talk about the other side with Fox News because they're just a bunch of liars, and then we're blaming people for believing them, but that's all they ever say, and no one ever holds them accountable for the lies. So, we can blame it on the people, but let's blame it on where the blame really lies. Let's blame it on Citizens United, right? Let's blame it on dark money. Let's blame it on oligarchs, and let's blame it on people like Musk, who think for some reason, because they have all the money in the world, that they can just do whatever the hell they want, right? Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Let's look at the Republicans who blocked everything they possibly could for progress, right? Let's look at the Democrats who just couldn't let go of the power that they didn't actually have, and when they have it, they don't use it. So, I'm sorry, that's my rant for the morning. You probably don't need this. I hope you shut it off. I hope you just shut this off. I really do, because what I like to bring is hope and vision and perspective, but I think that maybe a little bit of reality needs to come in, and we trusted the Mueller report, we trusted that the DOJ, and we trusted, perhaps ridiculously, the Supreme Court and John Roberts. We thought maybe he was a good guy because he didn't get rid of our health care. And we have these poor 3 justices, the women who were just like, I don't know, I can't imagine what it's like to go to work every day for them, where they're just standing there knowing what's wrong and not being able to do a damn thing about it. So, and then, of course, let's just add on that Trump is filling his cabinet with rapists, just, to add injury to insult. And let me remind people who go, the economy, and Trump's going to make the economy better. He's going to screw it up. He screws everything up. And we're all going to have to suffer through this, right? And I don't like that. I just don't, that just does not sit well with me. Women had rights taken away. I'd like to see men get one freaking right taken away and see if they don't rise up. Right? All right, I'm done. I'm so sorry, guys. Like I said, I hope you just didn't listen to any of that, because I'm not sure it's going to help. And perhaps I shouldn't have raged. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. I really do appreciate you guys. Take care. Much love. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get together. The power of the people, Pluto and Aquarius, it's all happening. Oh gosh, it's going to be so much fun. All right, back to the sky and the sun rising in the sky. Take care, everyone. Oh, forgive me, please. Namaste.